First recipe is Mapo tofu. It may be called Beancurd Sichuan style in Chinese restaurant in the West. This is a very popular Japanese tofu dish with a spicy and addictive taste. First, mince green onion. If you can get this type of green onion, please use the white part. This green onion is for topping. Minced ginger. And garlic. Diced tofu. Next, prepare sauce. Put Doubanjiang. If you don't like spicy food, cut the tomato in half. If you can't get Doubanjiang, you can make substitute by mixing miso paste, soy sauce, and cayenne pepper powder. Put the miso paste, oyster sauce, soy sauce, sugar, sake, and chicken stock powder. You can use other type of stock powder. Stir to combine. Prepare water-soluble potato starch, as it will thicken this dish later. Add twice the amount of water as potato starch. If potato starch is not available, cornstarch can be used, or you can choose not to thicken it. All that's left is to cook it in a pan. Put sesame oil. Any kind of oil is fine. Put minced garlic and ginger. And put minced green onion. Then add ground pork. Chicken or beef are also fine. When the meat is somewhat cooked, add the sauce and water. Bring to a boil and add diced tofu. Cook over medium heat until liquid is reduced by half. Stir occasionally. It is said that tofu is less likely to fall apart if it's boiled in advance, but it's a hassle, and I skip it. If you mix carefully with a spatula, the tofu will not crumble. When the juice is about this much, pour potato starch. Mix well with water again before adding. Cook over medium-high heat for 1 to 2 minutes while mixing with the spatula. Be careful not to let tofu fall apart. Sprinkle green onion. You will absolutely love the taste. I like to eat it on top of rice. I think it's flavored differently in China, maybe more spicy, but the Japanese style is also delicious, so please try it. Next one is tofu hamburger steak. For 2 servings, I use this size of tofu. Wrap tofu in paper towel and place a weight on top. Let sit for about 10 minutes and drain off the tofu so that the hamburger will not be soggy. Shred shiso leaves. Grate daikon. Minced onion. Next, I'm gonna make sauce. I recommend to use pond sauce for this tofu hamburger steak. Pond sauce is soy sauce with citrus juice. If you can buy this, please try the taste. For those who can't find this, I'll share how to make pond. Prepare lemon juice. Put soy sauce. And rice vinegar. Now your homemade ponzu is ready. After draining the water, put tofu and minced onion in a bowl. Put the ground pork. Ground chicken is also recommended. Put beaten egg. Salt and pepper, miso paste, potato starch. Flour is totally fine too. Knead it. Form them like hamburger patties. Cook them in a pan over medium heat for a few minutes until browned. Please oil the pan if you need. Turn it over. And put lid on. Cook over low heat for 4 to 5 minutes. I make fried egg for topping. Dish up hamburger steak, put grated daikon, shredded shiso, and pour ponzu. It's also delicious with soy sauce instead of ponzu. Anyway, the combination of grated daikon and ponzu or soy sauce goes great with hamburger steak, so please give it a try. Next one is easy tofu nuggets. Healthy, meatless nuggets. Might be better than chicken nuggets. First, drain the tofu so that the nuggets do not become soggy. After 5 to 10 minutes, squeeze the water out of the tofu. Put it in a bowl. Add canned tuna, beaten egg, breadcrumbs, flour, oyster sauce, salt and pepper, sugar, soy sauce, knead it, form into nuggets. Fry in oil for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. You can arrange it with your favorite seasonings instead of oyster sauce. Try it with ketchup and mayonnaise. Next one is tofu champuru, Okinawan stir-fry dish. Champuru is an Okinawan dialect word meaning jumble up. It's basically a stir-fry with vegetables, tofu, meat, and egg. First, drain off the water from the tofu so that the stir-fry does not become watery. In Okinawa, they often add bitter melon as the main vegetable, but you can add any ingredients you like. In my case, I use onion, carrot, Chinese chive, and spam. It's also delicious with thinly sliced pork or tuna instead of spam. After draining the water, tear the tofu by hand. Before start frying, prepare beaten egg too. Season it with salt and pepper and sugar. Oil the pan. Stir fry onion and carrot first. When they get soft, add spam and tofu. When spam and tofu are browned, add Chinese chive, sprinkle salt and pepper, and dashi granules. I use hondashi. Stir to combine. Make space in the fry pan and spread oil. Make scrambled eggs. Mix eggs and other ingredients. The seasoning is very simple, but it's really delicious, and once you start eating it, you can't stop. Next one is simmered beef and tofu. Niku-tofu in Japanese. First, drain tofu as usual. Drain off the water as the tofu will be simmered afterwards, and the flavor will become bland if the water content of the tofu is too high. Next, cut green onion. This is optional, but I prepare komatsuna, Japanese master spinach, for topping. Chop it. And cook it in microwave for 1 minute. Next, prepare soup for simmering beef and tofu. Put water and soy sauce. Put sake. Mirin. Sugar. And dash granules. Stir to combine. After draining the water, cut the tofu. Oil the pan. Stir-fry beef. When beef changes color, add green onion. Stir fry a little. Add tofu. And soup. Drop a piece of aluminum foil directly on the food to cover it entirely. Simmer over low heat for 5 minutes. Turn over beef and tofu so that taste soaks into the whole. Simmer another 5 minutes. Turn off the heat and let cool. It tastes even better if you let it cool for an hour or so if you have time, as the flavors soak in as it cools. Seriously delicious, seasoned like sukiyaki. It goes well with both alcohol and rice. The last one is deep fried tofu with soup stock. First, cut tofu into small pieces. Place tofu on a sheet of paper towel, then press another sheet of paper towel on the tofu to gently remove moisture. Do not remove too much water. Next, mince green onion for topping. And grate daikon. Next, let's make soup stock. Pour water in the pot. Add dash granules, soy sauce, and mirin. Stir and bring to boil. Next, prepare flour. Coat the tofu with flour. Then fry them in oil. Flour may peel off from areas touched by hand. You can flour it later with a spoon or something. There is moisture in the tofu, so it will stick. Fry in oil for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Dish up tofu and pour soup stock. Put grated daikon, and green onion, although it's only tofu, it's deep fried, which makes it extremely satisfying, and it goes perfectly with the soy sauce based soup. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.